Just a short 30-minute car ride from Harborville, Maine, lies the quaint town of Jacobsville. Nestled amidst the cradle of autumn, the town awakens under the shimmering stars of a Halloween night. An air of eerie enchantment cloaks the streets as centuries-old maple trees sway with the rhythm of whispered secrets. Beneath the neon lights and synthetic beats, the spirits of the past stir. Whispers of long-forgotten rituals echo through the autumn breeze, and a dark legacy threatens to awaken, unveiling these silent secrets that have laid dormant for generations. As the festival begins and the night deepens, an undercurrent of dread courses through the town, hinting at the impending nightmare they are about to face. The stage is set for a Halloween unlike any other, where the line between dreams and neon nightmares blurs.
Welcome back, listeners, to part 2 of These Silent Secrets, Neon Nightmares, a Halloween Monster Hearts one-shot. We hope that you are enjoying yourself so far and are just as eager as we are to see the end of this twisted tale. We did all of our thanks for the first episode, so we will keep it brief, but thank you to Zach for editing, Ghostlight Media for producing and getting us out to the world, and to my players, who I am so excited that we got to collaborate with other Ghostlight Media people. Just a spooky little reminder that you'll be able to find some people from our show, as well as other Ghostlight Media shows, at Acadacon in Dayton, Ohio, from November 3rd through the 5th, and Zach and I will actually be sitting on a panel about MCing and DMing and essentially being the game master on Sunday at 10. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's dive back into Jacobsville and the horrors that await.
And you see everyone is still frozen solid around him as he sprints, running away from the yard line where he just was, through the fire, where the bonfire is roaring but frozen. And he disappears into the edge of the ravine, the river near you. And that is when your vision comes back. Just as the patrons and the crowd and the players resume.
Right. Caroline,
yes.
Jonas,
did you use your shoulder?
Right, yeah, I used my shoulder. Malachi was, digging for something, and, time seemed to stop all around him, but he was still able to move. He was digging for something, and then, unfortunately, I couldn't tell what it was he dug up, but then he ran through the fire that was not moving, by the way. He was able to run through the fire, and then he ran into the river. And I think Skeeta will run kind of towards where they saw Malachi digging, and try and see if they see if the ground is still disturbed from where Malachi was digging.
Yeah, it looks like this grass is fresh. Mm-hmm. But it is grass. It has been regrown, but it does look a little greener, a little bit more lush. It looks fresh.
So then I would love to use another move. I would like to actually use my hideous strength again. And I will Skeeta will put out their hand to right around where they believe that Malachi was digging, and will touch the grass with their hand as the grass and in that vicinity starts to die and decay.
Nice. So as the ground starts to do this, Caroline, you move over towards where Skeeta is kind of almost like manically looking into what they saw in this vision. And you see as Skeeta is down on their knees on the 43-yard line, digging into a part of the ground that would fall under the 44th yard line. That is where their hands are. That is what they are looking at. And Skeeta, you push that aside, this dead decaying grass as it's just crumbling, and you see something shimmering. A prism, crystalline structure that looks pristine despite the place that you just found it. And it reflects light. It feels heavy in your hands, and you have it. It has etchings. It has etchings on the sides, swirling designs, and runes. And Caroline, you've seen these runes before. In fact, there's an entire grimoire in the mausoleum.
Oh.
That is the house that you have been living in.
Oh. Interesting.
So I think this is what Malachi was looking for, or was trying to get his hands on.
I was about to ask, was he digging for it or trying to bury it?
It was hard to tell. What I saw was when he got the football, he kind of tossed it aside like he wasn't caring about it, and as he was digging, I didn't see anything in his hands. It didn't
Gotcha.
look like he was trying to bury something.
Oh my
But this is what was here.
Savvy's gonna lose it. It's not that no one was right. Everyone was right. Everyone saw a piece of the puzzle.
Alright, so what do we do with this thing?
What the fuck is this thing?
Can I see that for a second, Skeeta?
Sure, yeah. And yeah, Skeeta will hand it to Caroline.
I take it and I look over and I think that this is when I like recognize the runes and go, well, I don't know what this says, but these designs are familiar because there's a lot of books in the sort of like old manor house where Savvy and their family live.
Okay.
And I've seen these in a book there.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. We should go translate that, like, now.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
that's right, yeah.
We can do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's, to the bikes.
Right. To my scooter.
I tried to sound determined. It's
You
fine.
sounded very determined, Jonas. That one was me flirting with you a little bit.
Cool. Cool.
Your cheeks match your eyes.
No, shut it.
Oh, is that
It's gonna be.
is that a turn on roll? I think we need
Fuck
to.
it, why not? Everyone keeps fucking trying to tell Caroline to live a little. It's like, bitch, I've been trying. All right, that's a 9.
All right, so Jonas, you get your choices here. Is a successful turn on, but you get to choose. You can either give a string to Caroline, give yourself to her, promise something you think she wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
I'll give you a string
I'll
for
take
now.
a string.
I'll give you a string
Thanks,
for now.
Jonas.
Perfect. So you get a string on Jonas. And this kind of happens as the three of you are walking towards your bikes and scooters. And question, do you close and lock the gate behind you?
We don't have the keys.
It's like a lock that you can like,
okay.
it's just a padlock.
Bet.
So you could lock it if you wanted, but do you?
I feel like this is a trick question. I feel like there's going to be a point where we're like, oh man, the gate's locked. No.
Yeah, Skeeta doesn't give two shits, so...
Yeah, I'll
It's only
lock it.
proper.
Cool. You lock it.
Are we ditching Theo?
Start heading. Theo went in, got a book, and is already gone. Like, already turned the keys back
okay.
into Dad. Like,
He
just,
ditched us.
yes, 100%. You do not see Theo's bike out there anymore.
Theo ditched you, Skeeta.
No, I told him we would meet up later.
Right, but you
He
could
didn't
like
ditch
tell
me.
him that you ditched him, or that he ditched you, and
that
like
would-
really make him crawl.
I guess, but that would really wouldn't help me. I kind of already got him wrapped around my little finger.
Okay.
Just gotta look for somebody else.
sorry.
Was that a roll?
No, not for you. Not for you.
Ooh.
Gorgeous.
So you are all riding now, and your excursions on the field, riding to the school, being there, It took about an hour and a half or so, just all told. So
what time would it be?
It is about 4:30.
Cool.
The festival is solidly in motion, and it is alive. Town Square has those of you that have spent years in Jacobsville know that they go all out for Halloween. The decorations are vibrant and loud and big, and neon lights and signs and decorations are decorating the trees and the sidewalks. And while the sun is still out, it is like doing that slow creep behind the trees just enough that you can start seeing all of these beautiful decorations. And people are walking through, carving pumpkins at stands, going through corn mazes that have just been erected in the middle of the fields. And you just see fun and light and excitement and jovial laughter. And Jonas, you feel something again.
Oh, no.
And this time it fully takes almost your whole body and just like clenches it. I need you to roll to run away to not fall off your bike.
Ooh. Do I need to make a roll since I'm...
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're on the handlebars. Roll to run away for me.
Oh, boy. That's a 7.
Okay, 7.
I have a 0 volatile, so...
Okay.
It's just 7 on the dice.
2.
A 2. Okay. Caroline, you feel the bike, the motion underneath you just stop, but you do not.
Oh.
You just completely keep going, and you land face first onto the pavement. You're going to take a harm.
Oh.
Oh my God, Caroline, I'm so sorry.
And Jonas, you get to choose. You manage to stop your bike and stay on it, but you run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind.
I think a big scene's not bad here. Yeah, we'll do a big scene. Why
Okay.
not?
You see as people from you're kind of over by like where the rides are, and you see a bunch of people that were in line and people that were waiting start rushing over to check on Caroline. And people are helping you up, Caroline, and like doting on you and making sure you're okay. And Jonas, your vision is drawn over and up. to
Not the Ferris wheel, no!
You feel your stomach drop as if you're falling.
Oh, God. I'm going to roll to keep my cool.
Probably valid.
Oh, that was bad. That's 5.
Okay, doke. Feel free to mark experience on the off chance y'all reach 5
You
today.
somehow get an advancement in the middle of all this madness.
Who knows? But you... How does this look?
I think I just drop my bike and start sprinting that direction.
Okay. Caroline and Skeeta, you see Jonas just drop and run.
Ow,
Shit.
I'm fine.
Caroline, are you alright?
I'm alright.
Okay,
And there is a crowd around you, closing in, kind of making it hard for you to move.
excuse me, pardon me, please get the fuck out
Oh
of the...
my god, are you okay?
Please,
What
I'm
happened?
fine,
What
really,
is
it was
going
just
on?
as-
Get the
just
fuck
as-
out of the
nose is
way!
so
Everyone
fucked up,
away!
Get the fuck out of the way!
Don't make me go to Bones here in front of all these people.
So I will say that you can follow after Jonas, but you are delayed because of the
Yeah.
crowd.
As we are running, MC, Skeeta reaches into another one of the pockets on her leather jacket and takes out a piece of cloth and throws it to Caroline and says, "Here, just clean your nose up with this." And that'll be another cursed artifact, and I will remove one harm from someone.
I thought
so
you were about to
can
curse
choose another
my
curse for me.
Take this cursed
Plot twist.
hanky.
Now the curses just go on the mummy, right?
Yep, the curses are just for me.
Incredible. So you watch, like, as you kind of toss this over to Caroline, and Caroline kind of like uses it to wipe the blood away, and it comes back, and like the purple that was already kind of the dark red brokenness was already kind of settling in is kind of dissipating already. And you are sprinting after Jonas, and you feel like you have just gotten punched in the face, and you take that harm.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Shit.
You just sit there. Oh,
Shit.
What?
Jonas,
What the god?
you are sprinting towards the Ferris wheel with this dark and dangerous feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know how far out I can do it because it specifies that it has to be around me. So I'm just trying to get to a point where like I feel comfortable, and I'm going to use interference.
Okay.
You have the ability to interfere with the technology around you. So roll on a dark, on a success, I can choose one from below. Additionally, at a 10 plus, I take a string on someone nearby.
Okay.
I'm going specifically for the technology ceases to work for a scene,
Okay.
in the hopes of stopping whatever's about to happen before it can happen. So here we go. Rolling dark, I have a +2. That's pretty nice. That's only a 7. That's a 5 plus 2. So I don't get a string on anyone, but it's a success. I choose technology ceases to work for a scene.
Okay. So, Jonas, you are sprinting through this, pushing people out of the way, and they're like, hey, watch it, like calling after you, but you are just single-mindedly focused on this, and you get as close as you can, and you just kind of send this darkness within you that you have garnered and fostered and felt since that accident, and you send it towards this, willing it to stop, willing for technology to just cease until you can figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, there's a bit of like, you know, the redness in his eyes kind of glows a little bit as his eyelids sort of flutter a little bit. And you see just like grass, like between him and the Ferris wheel kind of like ripples a little bit, like a soft wind's blowing through.
Absolutely. And you feel it the moment that whatever power you have latches onto the technology, however limited it is, on this Ferris wheel. And it slowly comes to a stop. And then your eyes immediately dart up to the center, where you see 3 bolts halfway out. The Ferris wheel has stopped, but if it moves again...
Yeah, no, I go, continue, like, seeing that it stopped, I continue sprinting towards the, like, whoever's fucking is, like, working, the ride up, essentially.
Yeah. And
look,
Ride-up's like, what the fuck? What's going on?
I'm just, like, out of breath.
Wait, kid, back up, okay? Back up. Do you have a ticket? Back up, kid.
I don't want to ride the fucking ride. You have a bunch of bolts right there. They're about to come out.
What? No.
You need to get, like, a ladder or something and get everyone down from the fucking ride.
And this dude kind of, like, looks at you and then, like, looks up and gets a little closer. He's like, oh, fuck. I mean, that's totally normal, but I'm going to check on it anyway. This is fine. And I did my pre-checks, and he kind of walks over, and you see him pull out like the emergency pamphlet binder thing that like says what to do, kind of thing.
If there are bolts missing, put them back. Oh, of course.
And
while he's doing that, like,
yeah.
I sound like a crazed lunatic, I think, a little bit, as, like, I'm shouting up to the people, like, on the Ferris wheel. I'm like, please don't move. Just stay where you're at. Please, for the love of God, just don't move, please.
Roll to shut down.
I will. I've got a +1 to cold. Ooh, that's very good.
Nice.
That's an 11. 10 + 1.
Awesome. You see like a couple shitty teens, like preteens, that were like, hey, I can make this almost go all the way around.
Oh my god, if he looks down, I'm gonna use Red-Eyed Monster.
Well, I was gonna say your shutdown does it. As you they were about to do that and they were like getting started, but they hear you like, oh fuck, all right.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
So your shutdown works. They managed to not do that. And let's see here. You get to choose one if you want. Nobody on the Ferris wheel has a string on you. You could get one on somebody on the Ferris wheel if you wanted. Give somebody a condition or take a forward.
I'm gonna give the I want to give the the guy who's running the thing a condition. I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. So like, this guy sucks, so you probably don't want to ride his shit, is the vibe I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the best way to phrase that in a quick condition.
Unreliable.
Skeevy.
Unreliable. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You kind of settle for the first moment here. As things start to be working, they're doing it very quietly. The people right around you heard you in this kind of manic moment. But for the most part, the attendant is being very discreet about it and is just like getting on the little speaker saying like, you know, hey, everybody, we got some technical difficulties. We're going to work on it. We're going to get you down soon, though. So, but like, enjoy the quick look at like the haunted walk. You get a little sneak peek. Look over that way. And a couple other people from the company, the rides company, comes over, and they do start to kind of get to work on this. But as you relax, Jonas, and I would say Caroline and Skeeta, you make it about this point. Jonas, you feel that power that you used to stop that Ferris wheel. You tapped into a dark side of you, the power, the supernatural, and you almost feel it return back to you as it like kind of leaves, like it had having done its job. You feel it kind of come back to you almost corrupted. Like it doesn't feel quite right.
I don't like
and
that.
You hear that same echoey laugh. In your head. And Skeeta and Caroline, you hear it as you get closer. And as you look around, nobody else is reacting to this. But then you hear, accompanying this laugh,
that is going to be so fun. Why did you stop it? I wanted that to happen. You're ruining this for me.
and it dissipates.
Caroline kind of answers to the air, but like, well, we didn't know what your plan was, so we just didn't ruin it on purpose.
I ruined it on purpose.
Well, what you did was... Wait, you did that?
Yeah, I point towards the bolts that are about to pop out. I needed to, it stopped. I stopped it.
Wow. I was like, it's good that you stopped it, but like, you didn't do it to foil this guy's plan. We didn't know it was this weird laughing person's plan.
I mean, I had an idea. I just need everyone to get down from that ride.
Right. I mean, it looks like they're working on it. So you did what you set out to do. So you saved some lives. So that's
a lot can still go wrong, Skeeta. A lot can still go wrong.
Right. Yeah. Right.
We can go ahead if you want, or we can wait here with you.
It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, if you want to get going to Savvy's, I can meet you over there.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone gets off this ride okay.
All right. All right, Caroline will lead the way, I guess. You can ride on the back of my scooter if you'd like.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you fell off the bike, so...
True.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Jonas, it's not your fault. Besides, I can't really die, so...
What?
Let's go.
What?
It's so good.
I'm kidding, obviously. God.
Caroline and Skeeta, you head over to where the scooter is and prepare to head over to Savvy's. Jonas, it does not take long. They bring over a forklift, and just like let people like Raw Dog stand on the forklift and come down. It's the 80s.
Raw dog.
Yeah, Raw Dog in a forklift.
God, I wish.
They just literally, they just bring it up, let people walk onto the little thing. And
Onto the forks,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. And then just lower
Truly
them down.
insane.
It's the 80s.
Yeah, a lot of the truck loaders, when I'm at calls, that aren't great at climbing up onto the back of a truck if we have to unload with a forklift.
They'll ride it
will
up.
Just let them stand on
Yeah.
the forks and they'll
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
them up.
Hell yeah. So they're just doing that. It doesn't take too long, honestly. They got a lot of people in on it. Obviously, all the people that were close to the bottom get off easily. And within, I'm going to say, like, just because they were being speedy about it, within like 10 to 15 minutes, everybody is off of the Ferris wheel. And it is closed for the evening.
Sad.
Yeah, before walking away, I look at the attendant guy. I go, I'm gonna fucking punch your ticket, guy. And I walk away.
No, hey, kid, come here.
Oh my God.
I may be high right now, but I 100% did my checks, okay? I looked at those bolts. I made sure they were in there. That wasn't fucking me, okay?
Don't be high when you're working with a machine that it could hurt people.
I don't understand. Everybody's high. It's the 80s.
He says that.
I don't like you. And I just walk away.
Perfect.
Am I...
Caroline and Skeeta, any conversations that happen on your way over to Sappy's?
Am I overthinking things, or am I looking too deeply into things that 4 was a very prominent number, and Nicole said that 3 bolts were missing? This feels like a countdown, gang.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, stinky.
Also, back on character topics, I don't know much about Skeeta aside from the fact that they've alluded to we've alluded to having similar vibes, but I don't know that you're a dead person. Do I?
Yeah, there's some milk in the coffee.
Nice.
There's some milk in the coffee. It's not a full latte, but just a little splash.
Because the scene I want so badly is just to be like, so how'd you die? But I don't know that we're there yet.
Listen, we can have that right now.
So what are you in for?
Well, hold on. Legitimate question here,
Yeah.
Caroline. Part of the Kalaka skin is understanding when people have experienced death.
To
right?
a degree.
Am I
There's
reading-
nothing like intrinsically about it that's like, I don't have a death radar, but
Right.
a lot of the themes are, it's the death is not an end, it's a beginning side of things. It's the helping people come to terms with it and accepting it rather than fighting against it, denying it, etc. So, I mean, I'd be more than maybe Jonas would have an inkling to Skeeta being a formerly deceased individual such as myself.
I'm going to say because of your close and intimate relationship with death itself, you tend to recognize it when it's around people. It has a certain stench, a certain lingering
It
effect.
smells great.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Those pheromones.
Smells like daisies.
So I'm gonna say that you may not know that it was them, but Skeeta's got something to do with death going on, and that's something you can just pick up because of your time around death.
Then I will say along the way, I'm really glad that Jonas was able to step in and save those people.
Yeah, right. Very fast thinking on his part. Very, very, very quick. Very quick on his feet. He is.
This town's seen a lot of tragedy, and I'm happy that it didn't have to get added to.
Yeah. I haven't been here very long, but from the things that I've seen, it is quite an interesting place to be.
It sure is. I've been here a long time.
How long, Caroline?
A while.
How long is a while, Caroline?
Ba, ba, ba.
I was waiting at some point. I was waiting. You're not even...
I have the Twilight theme song, or not theme song, but the soundtrack in my head right now. How long have you been here? A while.
Say it out loud.
100 years.
Oh,
Caroline kind of smiles and presses back a little bit. It's like, would hate to have to answer that without knowing more about you.
well, Caroline, I've seen you.
Right. And
Not
you
like
weren't...
seen you, but I've seen you.
I know, and you weren't that bothered by it. Which begs the question, what's your story? I'm going to pull a string on Skeeta.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay, so you are being tempted here, Skeeta, to kind of, I'm assuming, answer and
to
give
spill
us some
the
of this
proverbial
information.
beans.
Absolutely. So,
Spill the beans.
Exactly.
you can choose to accept this kind of temptation, go along with it, and if you do, you will gain an experience.
Yes, I will. Well, Caroline, I have been around a long, long time. And I have a feeling I may have been around a little bit longer than you have. And by a little bit, I mean a good 1,800 years?
Okay, I was going to say, are we talking hundreds or thousands?
We're talking about a good thousand. Good 1,000 years.
How did it happen?
Right. Oh, asking all the fun questions, aren't we?
I'll tell you what happened to me, if that would make you feel more comfortable.
An eye for an eye, right? Okay. I was sacrificed.
Really?
Yeah. The current ruler who was reigning during my time asked for a few firstborns, and unfortunately I was one of them, and there was a pretty big calling, and yeah, so kinda gives an explanation to the whole anti-government, disestablishmentarianism thing.
Would you believe that I was sacrificed too?
No, I feel like that would be a major coincidence, and I would be extremely baffled.
It wasn't quite the same. I was chosen. I don't exactly know why. I was 18, and my town was very superstitious. And I say my town, it was this town about 200 some years ago. And someone, not unlike Jonas, kind of had a feeling that death was on its way and was going to come and collect in a big way. And so they offered death a gift. They offered death a bride, and that bride was me. And I don't know what they thought was going to happen. I thought maybe they thought they would just put me in the ground and that would be that, and oh great, we did the ritual. I spent a good, I guess in this century and change, as Death's wife. It's not as bad as it sounds. He works a lot, so he was rarely around. But after a while, I figured out a way where I could sort of finagle my way out of it, and guess you would say divorce, but really the marriage was sort of not recognized in the first place under a certain legality system. I didn't really make heads or tails of it, but a very fine group of people helped me out. But I came back here and decided to start making up for all the time that I had lost, and here we are. Which is why it's so curious to me that you spend all of your time angry and destructive when you could be finding things that bring you joy, unless this is what brings you joy.
Oh, I'm not angry. Oh, no. I'm not angry. I see the law and I see the government for what it is, and I fucking hate it. And so my goal in life is to just kind of, well, unfortunately, to quote somebody that I do have some major disdain for, I would like to tear down those walls. Do you think Jonas has died?
I think he's seen a lot, but I don't think he has died himself.
Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be
if just
really kind of nuts, yeah.
This town has 3 people that have died and come back to life in it at the same time.
At least 3. What? Who
What?
said that? Not me. Not the voice in the sky.
I don't suppose
Jesus.
during that time, Skeeta, you would have considered me helping you come to terms with the concept of death. You seem pretty at terms with it already, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Of course.
I have a move.
Yes,
I have a move about that. So
I think that was a great chat.
Yeah, let's
Awesome.
say it. What was
it's
your
called
move to
Santa
then?
Muerte. When you help another character come to the terms with the concept of death, I mark experience and roll to make others feel beautiful, which is one of the growing up moves.
Wonderful. Well, that is a growing
So
up move.
I don't have that on hand, Nick. I don't know if you've got the
Hold
rule
on,
book
let me
handy.
find it. I think
But I believe it's a hot
I
roll.
have.
So while you're looking, I'll go ahead and make
I-
that roll.
Where is it? Oh, I only have the core ones. Where? Okay, yes. So
Yes,
roll hot
I
on a 10 up. On a 10 up, you
I
get
rolled a
to.
10.
What'd you roll? Perfect. You get to choose 2 of the following. They carry a forward. No. Yes, they carry a forward. They remove a condition. They mark experience, or you carry a forward.
I will say we'll both carry a forward.
Awesome. When both of you are faced with potential death or re-death, second death, this forward could come into play.
I was gonna say that. Damn it.
This forward could come into play at any moment where you feel like death is possibly on the line.
Cool. Sounds great.
When death
This on the
my
line.
I am on a weird, like, on my reference A game.
You are. You're crushing it.
So, Jonas, you make your way finally after safely making sure that everybody has gotten down and the Ferris wheel has been closed over towards the Moroso, kind of like the haunted house tonight.
Yeah.
They open it up to the public every year.
It's the Sullivan House of this community.
It's almost like I meant that on purpose. Anyway, the Moroso house is decorated so beautifully, and as the sun is starting to set fully, Caroline, Skeeta, you make it up onto the porch, and there's a line to get inside because people are walking through to see the collections of things that have been put on display, essentially.
I look at this and go, absolutely not. Skeeta, follow me.
All right.
Everyone move. I live here.
A couple people do move aside. Someone's like,
I
"You're not
live
Moroso?"
here.
And then somebody else is just like, "All right, well, if you're one of the witches, do a trick."
Shit.
Well,
Yeah,
cool?
I'm gonna roll to keep my cool to avoid doing something stupid.
Okay.
I have a -1
Do
cold.
something stupid. Do something
Peak
stupid.
Teat
Yeah, I
Larif.
rolled a 3. I say, you want to see a trick?
Yeah.
I've got like a hoodie or something, and I get really close. I close in with this person, and I flip my hood up so that ideally, I'm trying to make it so that you can only see my face from the front, and I'm right in this person's face.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use Haunting Visage to let my mortal face fade into that of this gilded skeleton. And then I just kind of lean in, and it's weird because the mouth doesn't move, but the voice still comes out. And it just says, neat trick, right? And I'd like to roll to shut down, which I can
Please.
do with dark
Yes,
in
yes.
this form.
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
That's all right. Incredible. That's only an 8.
And only an 8.
I'm
okay.
rolling kind of poo-poo.
2 things happen simultaneously. The first thing, this kid, probably you've seen him around in school, but he's a couple grades below you. Kind of like trips and like stumbles back and goes, "Oh, so fucking scared of skeletons." I had to get that in there.
God damn it!
I'm so fucking scared of skeletons.
I had to get it in there.
Thank you. I'm very appreciative.
And the second thing that happens in the exact same moment, Caroline, you kind of have this moment of satisfaction of seeing like this worked the way you wanted it to. And then you hear the voice in your head. And it goes,
My, you just love utilizing me, don't you? You are so predictable. But don't worry, by the end of this night, I will be free. And no one can stop me.
Skeeta, you do hear that.
Oh, shit. All right. Well.
And one last thing, Caroline. Just, it's very important for you to know this. Nobody else reacts. Except Savvy comes running out the front porch and goes, "Who the fuck was that?"
Did they see me transform?
No, you're facing the other way. Yeah, you're kind of like facing, like, if everybody's lined up going into the house, you're like facing away from the front door. So nobody sees you, but you do hear Savvy kind of come out and exclaim about something that she just heard.
Oh shit. I pull away and my face returns to Caroline's human face.
Yeah.
And I look to see Savvy. Oh no. Savvy, can we come inside, please? I just like grab Skeeta's hand and like pull them forward through the crowd with me.
They're with me.
I told
everybody,
you I live here.
We're gonna close the house for 5 minutes. Everybody, just get a 5-minute break. We the Moroso's gotta pee.
Go get a snow cone.
And you hear a couple groans, but mostly everybody's fine with it.
Waiting on you.
Yeah. And so Savvy kind of leads you both in and closes the door behind you. And you see, like, it truly is like, it's a museum. Everything that they have, it's stuff that they have around the house all the time, but they kind of consolidate it in the living room and make it almost like a path of, like, you can wind through all of these artifacts.
Like one
and
of those
different things.
like small town historical museums.
Exactly, except it's all dedicated to the occult.
Nice.
Jonas has caught up to us at this point, hasn't he?
Jonas, you see Savvy run out onto the porch and say that, and you see the other two run inside.
I like, Jonas, come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Exclusive club, sorry.
These two also live here. They're my guests.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So the three of you are now inside with Savvy, and Savvy kind of like...
Did Jonas hear the spooky voice?
Yeah, Jonas, you heard that too.
Oh, man.
Hey, Savvy.
He knows you?
I don't know him. I don't think it's my ex.
It does not sound like that voice at all to you.
Savvy.
Yeah,
hear-
what?
You
What?
heard a weird deep voice just now?
Yeah, I thought it was like this person.
Hey.
Kind of points to you, Skeeta.
What magic things have you done recently? Like that, like the real ones.
Did
Now
it
is
have a
not
laugh
the
that
time.
sounded like this?
This feels like a trick question.
It's not. Skeeta, can I show them the thing?
Oh, I think Jonas has it. Or no, you
Jonas?
have it. You have it. That's all right. That's right. I gave it to you. Yeah, show him.
Okay. I take out the prism.
Where did you get that?
What have you been up to, if anything? I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know.
No, not that. Fucking not that.
What is? Do you know what this is? What is
yeah,
this?
I know what that fucking is.
What is it, Savvy?
Yeah, what the fuck is it, Savvy?
We need to go. We need to go to the basement.
Oh no.
Just
Now.
Right now?
Right now.
All right.
Okay.
Just lead.
Savvy kind of calls into the other room, be like, "Hey, Mom, we're heading into the basement. Be down soon. I'll help with the tarot readings later. Bye." And as they are running towards the basement stair door, they reach inside one of the cases and grab the grimoire that you remembered, Caroline, that have the similar markings on it, and leads you all down into the basement.
Nothing good ever happens in a basement, at least on another path. So hopefully this game is different.
Yeah. Put him in the basement.
I hate to harp Zach. It's take him to the basement.
Sorry, take him to the basement. That's okay.
This is the classic 80s basement. It's like half finished. It's like the stairs have like the holes in between. Like it's not full. It's just the wooden stairs. The ground is concrete, but there's a bunch of like mismatched tapestry rugs all over the place.
You are describing my childhood home basement, and it's freaking me the fuck out.
Also, Griffin, I missed the opportunity to make this joke. Don't say you don't want to harp when you play Harper.
Oh, touche.
Thank you.
Harper on Another Path, which you can find on Ghostlight Media.
Hey, it's a good one.
Plug.
Yeah,
Plug.
Yeah, anotherpathpodcast.com.
Perfect. So you're in this basement. It doesn't really look like, it's pretty innocuous. Like there's not a whole lot of stuff going on, but there does seem to be like one section where there's a bit of like you might call it an dark altar or something. I don't know, but it's there.
You might.
You might.
Fuck?
I haven't been down here in a minute.
Savvy, what the fuck is this?
Okay. You know how the whole town thinks that we're witches?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Your mom said it was a cult. Is that the same thing?
So we deal with the
I think it's
occult.
called a coven.
Yeah, it's the coven, the Moroso coven, but
Oh, you're
Where did you get that?
It was buried in the football field.
Right where Malachi was before he disappeared.
No.
You know that story you wrote?
Yeah.
I was wrong. It's not that everyone was wrong. It's that everyone was right.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We need to read something.
Have you heard that voice before?
Not as clear as that. It felt distant earlier, like it was like something in my mind. I thought maybe I was just remembering like a quote from a movie or something. I don't know, but
Well, it's a bad fella. He made a deep fryer explode on me and almost made a Ferris wheel fall apart.
Fuck, that is nothing compared to what they can do. Listen, we need to read something right now, okay?
Okay.
Savvy lays the book down on the table. It's like a circular table, so you all have a spot around it. And she kind of reaches for the prism.
Hand it to her.
And she puts it down next to it. The prism is 4 sections, 4 triangles put together. 3 around, 1 on the bottom. And on each of those surfaces is a different rune. And those symbols, runes, are similar to what is on the cover there of the book that you are seeing. And she kind of picks up the prism and points to one side and points to the matching symbol on the book and just goes, gaze, turns it into the, and then turns it upside down, abyss. And she sets it down.
Getting real meta on this one.
And she opens the grimoire to a page. And I'm going to give each of you a section to read.
Tight. Love that.
Jonas, you are first.
Okay. Within the pages of this ancient grimoire, the tale of an age-old curse is unveiled. A curse so potent and malevolent that it required the combined efforts of 5 separate covens to contain it. The curse is bound to 4 beings of the abyss, dark entities of immense power, who were banished into the depths of the abyss to prevent their reign of terror upon the mortal realm.
Long ago, our ancestors discovered the presence of these beings, the Abyssal Four, in the hidden recesses of our world just beyond the veil. Their dark and insidious nature threatened to plunge our world into eternal darkness. To prevent this dire fate, the 5 covens, previously rivals, united their forces. Guided by ancient wisdom, they performed a ritual of extraordinary magnitude, banishing the Abyssal Four to the cages of the abyss.
The ritual was an intricate and perilous affair requiring the convergence of cosmic alignments and the channeling of pure elemental forces. The four beings of the abyss were ensnared, their terrible power bound within a sacred artifact known as the Prism of Eternity. This mystical relic was imbued with the essence of the elements, earth, water, fire, and air, each acting as a ward against the escape of the Abyssal Four. The prism has been in the protection of the Five Covens for centuries. Should the artifact ever come into contact with one of the elements, it would act as a catalyst, a key, unlocking their prison, but only in spirit. The Prism of Eternity must never shatter, or the Abyssal Four will once again walk this plane of existence and wreak havoc upon the world.
I find like 3 pillows and just put them it between them all.
Throw a little blanket over it.
Throw a little blanket over it, build a little fence around it.
You have to tell me exactly where you found this.
We found it underground on the football field, where either Malachi was burying it or was trying to find on the 44th yard line.
But it was bare in the dirt.
He then ran through the fire
And jumped in the
to
water.
the river, and it was windy.
The storm.
Fuck. Listen, they're... You know how kids grow up with the story of the boogeyman and, like, you were told what not to do?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my boogeyman. This wasn't supposed to happen. This should have been in the care of another coven. I don't know what happened to them, but something happened, and now we have to stop this. This could get so bad.
They need 5 covens of witches to fix it the first time.
We need 5. That is true. We need 5. It doesn't have to be full covens. We need 5. It's symbolic. It's like a locking spell. Yes, here. And she flips to the next page, which is like the banishment spell, essentially. Okay, so this says that we have to find the prism, which you have it. We have that.
We have it.
And determine which element was used to open it, and therefore which of the Abyssal Four are out and about.
Well, it sounds like all of them.
What came first?
I'm assuming the dirt, because it was in the earth.
Ran
And
then a storm brewed. So we have the prism. We have an idea of where to start.
But wait, if the prism was in the field, then he didn't run through like fire and stuff with it.
Let me read this section to you here. It talks about the Abyssal Four and kind of what they stand for and who they are. And okay, so there is Moros. It here says they prey on lustful intentions and sensual dealings. Then there's Maelstrom, quick to anger, violent. Harrow, very difficult to see coming and it degrading and putting people down and making them feel like nothing, like worthless pieces of shit. And then there's Calamity, which deals with this supernatural, dark, macabre feeling. Does any of that make sense?
Yes, it does. It's the 4 stats. It's hot, cold, volatile, and dark. Very fucking good.
Right, so it's one of those 4, or it's all of them. So we have to figure out which one it is. But then the other problem we're running into is we need one more person, right?
Yeah, we need 5. There has to be 5.
Can it be your mom?
My mom hasn't practiced in so long, and she would freak the fuck out. She would make a bigger deal out of this. We can't ask her. Not...
Well, we gotta make a big deal about it, right?
I could try to reach out to someone I know that's maybe a little more familiar with these things.
Oh, your ex?
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have to be that good at anything. It's just, honestly, it's just like...
they're really good at one very particular thing.
I mean, truly, we just need to hold hands around the thing.
Oh, get Theo. He's got 2 hands.
I was just gonna say, Theo does owe me a pretty big favor.
I'd love not to talk to my ex again, so...
He's got 2 hands and does whatever Skeeta says, so that seems like a good idea.
That's a 5th.
Let me go see if I can find him, and I will be right back.
Okay, listen, here's what we have to do. Figure it out. I'll prepare everything on my end, but we have to figure out which element it was that unlocked the prism, and we have to get that element from that location. That is very specific. It cannot be from somewhere else, okay? And then we have to trap the prism and whoever's out in our circle, okay? That is what we have to do.
Well, it's been like accidents that keep happening, right? Like, you know, the deep fryer exploding, the Ferris wheel almost coming apart. Like, that sounds calamitous. What element thing is calamity?
Okay, calamity. It says here that calamity will soil the earth.
Okay, so we're probably going to need to get some of the dirt from the football field, right?
It also says here, and just be careful, if it is calamity, and if any of you are like me, whenever you try to tap into that dark side of you, it can get a hand on that. So just be careful, okay?
Okay.
Understood.
I will find Theo, and then meet at the football field again?
Where are you setting up the circle?
I need to look into this and see what the specifications are. There, we need the element from the football field, but
I can get that.
I might need to go to a different place. I will make sure that I let you know.
I feel like I should stay with Savvy. They're the only one that knows what we need to do for this, and if some crazy thing is about to happen that might end up hurting them, then I'm a good person to have around.
You want to come protect me?
Yeah.
I kind of like that. That's a great idea. Thank you so much.
I will... Where... Are you staying here for now?
For now.
I look to Skeeta. I'm gonna go to the field. You go find Theo. Let's meet back here.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So you split up for the first time since getting coffee.
It's fine.
This is totally fine. Let's go with Caroline first.
Mine's pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go try to find I'm gonna do the classic find a dark alley. I'm going to use Haunting Visage to turn into my skeletal form, my true form. And I am then going to use Morte Alata to manifest a pair of sort of semi-spectral skeletal wings that appear off of the back of my shoulder blades.
Awesome.
And take a moment to breathe in, hope that no one sees this, and take a straight shot up into the sky and begin flying in the direction of the football stadium.
Awesome. Yeah, you are flying in the direction of the football stadium, and from where the house is, you have to fly not over, but by the haunted walk. And as you are flying, you look down and you see people are lining up already to go inside. And you, from your bird's eye view here, look down. You see this winding trail that goes through the woods behind the Lucky Dollar Grocery Mart. And it is bright and colorful. And there is decorations and bright lights and screaming already from haunted houses that are up along the trail already happening there as you are flying by towards the school.
Would rather be there.
And you make it to the football field, no problem. The gate being locked doesn't matter because you got wings.
I'm going to go right back to the spot where we dug this thing up and, I don't know, I guess scoop some dirt into my pocket.
There you go.
I'm also going to, just to kind of cover our bases, I'm going to like try to find, you described earlier, like cinder, like charcoal kind of stuff from the bonfire.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab some of that. I'm going to maybe find like a discarded water bottle and scoop up some water from the ravine.
Yeah.
And then take another discarded water bottle and sort of wave it in the air and then put a cap on it.
That is exactly what I was expecting. Perfect.
And just kind of wave it in the air a little bit, or I'll like fly up even above the stadium where like it was described like that. So like, a storm is brewing, and try to grab some up there. And just to cover our bases, I feel pretty confident that it's Earth, but why take the risk?
Yeah.
Might as well have a backup plan, and I'll fly back to the Moroso house.
Perfect. All right, Skeeta, we're going to head over to you then. So you leave the Moroso house to try and find Theo. Where do you go?
I think Skeeta's first intuition is to... Oh, you know what? Skeeta has a feeling that Theo would go wild for apple bobbing. So that's where Skeeta goes. Skeeta goes where apple bobbing is currently happening.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You know Theo pretty well because you start heading towards this fun, like the fun activity section where they have pumpkin carving and like painting going on and crafts, and then this bobbing for apple section. And you see Theo is awkwardly trying to lean against a tree, but he's standing too far away from it, so he's leaning, like the angle he's leaning is far too drastic. And he's trying to talk to what you see as this gorgeous young woman from school. You recognize her. She has the big crimped hair, bright colored eyeshadow, and she is kind of like looking at him like this. And he goes, "Yeah, how often do you bob often?" And the girl goes, "No, I don't bob often, Theo." And he goes, "Yeah, no, me either. I don't bobbing."
Oi,
Bobs.
Theo.
And almost falls off of the tree that he is awkwardly leaning on, and kind of turns over to you. Hi, Skeeta.
Hi, Theo. Yes, perfect. I was looking for you. And Skeeta will like take notice to the of the girl that he's talking to and give her the once over and look back at Theo and say, "Nice. Good for you. I need you right now. And I promise this will be the last time I ask you to do something for me tonight, but I really need your help with something."
No. And Theo kind of gets this like almost like pride in his chest for a second, and he kind of is talking to you but slightly looking over at the teenager, the girl who I did not name, and goes, "Oh yeah, no, you need me, you know, with all my skills and stuff. I can help you again because I'm needed."
"Yeah, you are, and I promise it will not take long." And we'll again look over at the high school girl and say, "He is going to have a very stable career after high school, so might wanna lock him down before anything happens."
He goes, "I'll see you later." And if they're not married in our timeline, Zach, I'm gonna be mad. But anyway, Theo goes to follow after you, and where do you lead him?
Probably back to, because we didn't really decide where we're gonna. Well, probably back to the Moroso house.
Okay, perfect.
At least in that
You head back
general
to-
direction.
Yeah, so you head back with Theo. All right, Jonas, you have
Yo.
stayed back with
His name is Jonas.
Savvy.
My name is. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, while they're like prepping stuff, like I'm just kind of keeping an eye on stuff. Every little creak makes me, like, but yeah, I'm just being very vigilant.
Yeah. So Savvy is just like delving into this and making notes. And wild notes. Like pulls out a full map of Jacobsville and is like doing like pentagram math on this thing with like details from like the places that these covens are from, and is trying to like do some sort of triangulation work. Like it's taking some time, but that's kind of what she's working on. And as she's doing that, Jonas, you kind of like look around a little bit here in the basement, and you see, obviously there's like an Atari set up to a big old TV down here, and it looks like a little hangout space. But then your eye kind of drifts back over to this dark altar, right? And you see another tome over there. Not quite a grimoire, but like a tome. Mm-hmm. And you feel drawn to it immediately. Something dark and sinister is pulling you. And you don't stop. Your feet don't stop until you are standing right in front of this altar and you are looking down at this tome. And the words, the symbols on front, they don't look like the runes and the symbols that were on the other one that you were just reading with Savvy, but they look completely different, imperceptible. You cannot make them out. You put your hand on the tome as if you had to. Something inside of you begged you to do this. And your vision flashes, and you see images, fast and quick images of a raging sea, giant purple eyes, a broken pier, dead people, blood, red tide. And it's flashing across your face. You get the feeling that something horrible is going to happen in regards to this book. But as your vision comes back, you feel it. It's a long way away. It won't happen for some time, but something terrible is going to happen.
Where were you all last season, Jonas? All that shit happened in Harborville. You did fucking nothing, bro.
You forgot. It's
He was
been
like,
a while.
fuck Harborville. I thought it was Jacobsville.
You forgot to put it on your calendar, and it's like,
Yeah. I missed the day.
shit.
Jonas comes running in during season 2 like, I'm here, I'm ready.
I'm here.
You forgot about the leap years. You forgot to add in the leap years.
Oh.
That was it.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was some daylight saving shit going on.
Over the last
like-
25 years, yeah, I miscalculated the days. Shit.
But yeah, so fun little tidbit for you there. When everybody converges again, Caroline, Skeeta, and Theo, you make your way down into the basement, and you see that Savvy has this map out, and she has lines going and rulers with straight edges, and finally she circles a big spot several times and kind of points at it. That's the spot right there.
Is it miraculously the middle of town square?
No.
Oh, okay.
Savvy, I really hate to kind of deviate from all your hard work for a moment, but how long has your family been witches in this part of town?
Kind of forever.
That's okay. We can still be friends. Where are we going?
Here. It's right behind the Lucky Dollar grocery mart. It's
At the
in
haunted
the woods.
trail?
Yeah, I think it is. By the trail.
Oh, boy. Okay. Do you have, like, a Tupperware or something that I can put this dirt in? Because it's just kind of in my jacket pocket.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Get you a Tupperware.
Little to-go thing of ritual dirt.
Yeah, and do we have, like, any duct tape or something that I can just tape these pillows together?
Here.
I think the damage is kind of already done, but it'd be good for once we get them back in there, I guess.
Well, I mean, we think that. Do we think all of them are out, or do we think that one of them's out?
Oh, I don't know. I would guess just the one.
Well, then, yeah, we don't want this to break.
Yeah.
Do we have some bubble wrap?
Savvy walks over and she has like a case, like a suitcase type thing that opens up, and it has like the padded interior. It is meant for holding certain types of artifacts. The shaping's a little off, but you can fit it in pretty well.
It's one of those Pelican cases for like a camera gear.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be in someone's pocket, and then they fall, and then the world's doomed.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay,
no one's sweat on it.
Theo is standing on the stairs.
Oh, hey,
and
Theo.
kind of like twiddling his thumbs, and he goes, "Is this D&D?"
Theo, this is exactly D&D.
Welcome to the party.
You're letting me join your campaign?
We're in the middle of peak satanic.
Yeah, 100%.
Too. Oh, shit.
Savvy is getting ready to kind of leave with all of you, but first, kind of puts, grabs little parchment pieces that she had been writing on throughout all of this and hands one to each of you and says, "Do not lose this. This is what you have to say and what order you have to say it in, okay?"
Okay.
God, I don't have a pocket with a zipper.
And she hands you essentially a banishment spell, which I will send later when we...
Tight.
Unless you lose parts of it, who knows? But you each have one piece of parchment, except Theo. She walks over to Theo with one, and she goes, "I can read too," and and puts that in her
Theo's
pocket.
just a body for the sake of the ritual. He's got 2 hands. You got it right on the nose there, Zach.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 2 hands, and he'll do whatever
He's got 2
told.
hands and does whatever Skeeto says. So here we go.
And you are ready.
I'm so ready.
Right. Let's go take down a fucking demon.
Hey, Savvy.
Yeah.
Provided that we all survive this, and I hope this is okay with you two, but do you want to come start getting coffee with us on Saturday?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
I sort of lean over to Caroline. Are we going to invite Theo too?
Theo stands there twiddling his thumbs, just
Not-
waiting.
Why are we so mean to Theo?
Not
He's not even
unless
there.
the ritual skins him.
Yeah.
Then he can
Can
join
I be nice to him?
the.
He's going to be the mayor
He
someday.
can join us at Phantom Brew. He can join us. He can join the Brew Crew.
Okay. Yeah, invite him to coffee.
Oh God, the mayor is gonna be like an old skinned character.
Watch, no, Theo is actually the chosen skin, and we just don't know it yet.
He doesn't know it yet. He hasn't been activated.
So you know where to go, and you know what to do. But right now, you need to figure out how to get this calamity to you.
Ooh.
And if anybody wants, so something that I do in my home games, everybody who's listening,
Yeah.
I have something called Nikki Points. That right now, I think maybe all 3 of them have accrued a Nikki Point in their life
Cool.
Ooh.
through playing in home games with me.
Yeah.
At least one.
I've got a Nikki pointer.
I've got a
And if
lifetime
anybody-
Nikki point.
If anybody wants to use their Nikki Point right now for a fun little,
Oh,
just
I'll
like
spend
a
Nikki
little
point.
voice in the sky tidbit.
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
I'll
have
spend a
Nikki
Nikki point.
point.
Fuck yeah.
I
Okay.
have an inkling. I was gonna spend my Nikki point being like, can you confirm or deny my inkling? But yeah.
Is that how you want to do it? We'll do that, and then
I
I
would
can...
like to. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So
I'm-
go ahead and try, or go for it. And
Well,
then
my
I'll
question to
follow
the
through
voice
any
in the
others.
sky, is it seems to be related to roles using dark.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, there it is.
Which, fun fact, gang, when I'm in bone form, all of my rolls use dark. I have move because when I'm in bone form, the default move is I can use dark to shut down, I can use dark to run away, and I have Sugar Skull, which means I can use dark to turn on.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I have I think a couple things that are cold or volatile, but yeah, most of my stuff is with dark as well. So fun.
I mean, I can use dark to gaze into the abyss, or yeah. I mean, that's really the only thing I can use that I use dark for. But I think that's plenty good enough.
Nikki point.
But yeah. So absolutely, nail on the head. This creature This being, this part of the Abyssal Four seems drawn to whenever you use the dark stat, whenever you reach into that dark part of you.
Amazing. Then, I say we get to the location for this ritual circle, and I'll just go to Bones in front of God and everyone, and just start doing shit.
You head through town, and people are having so much fun. There's just like an air of, that eerie, like, anticipation. People are waiting to be scared, waiting for this thrill. And you hear a couple screams in the night that draw your eye, but Jonas, you don't feel like anything has really caught you. Yeah, you haven't felt that pull towards disaster again yet. And as you are walking, all of you, through this, it starts turning slightly darker. Just the sun is completely gone now. The lights are bright. The closer you get to the woods, the less you hear the songs and the laughter from town square, and the more you hear the haunts and the screams of the haunted trail. The neon decorations are casting this eerie shadow over all of you as you walk past the line, because you know where you need to go, and you don't need to go in the line. And you walk towards the Lucky Dollar grocery store. The grocery store.
Grocery store.
Towards the Lucky Dollar grocery store. And you turn and enter the forest from a different spot, hearing the screams from Haunted Trail a little bit in the distance, seeing that neon casting a shadow but not quite as bright. You're not on the trail proper, and Savvy leads you to what looks like 5 large oak trees standing in a circle formation, the points of a star, and there is an empty clearing in the center, and she points. This is it.
I hand her the Tupperware of ritual dirt.
She gets started setting up the circle, and she makes that dirt go as long as it can. She sets it up around and carefully sets the prism down within it.
I kind of look to Skeeta and just nod. They know it's coming. But I look to Savvy and Jonas and say, this is gonna be a bit, maybe a little scary. And I take my hands up to lower the hood of my jacket and run my fingers through my hair, and as I do so, all of it fades back with a golden gleam as the skeletal form takes shape, the gilding on the cheekbones, the gems, everything, and let the jacket drop off my shoulders as well. I'm still clothed, but there's more that you can see down a bit further down the chest and on the shoulders. And that gold inlay goes everywhere, down to down the arms, down the legs. I've got bright sapphire nips.
Jesus Christ!
A very dark crystal of us.
Yeah. And as written, everyone takes a string on me as they witness the transformation.
Yeah. So here's what happens with Theo.
Oh yeah, fuck this clown.
Theo he's seeing Savvy kind of set up this circle and put a prism in the center, right? And kind of looks at all of you and goes, I can see where the Satanistic rumors kind of come from. And then you do that, and Theo screams, bloody murder screams. It fits in because there's a haunted house not that far away on the trail, but it is blood-curdling.
Theo,
what?
I'm gonna need you to keep your shit together.
Theo.
Which is the first time Caroline has ever sworn in her entire life, and I'd like to roll to shut down using
Go
dark.
Go for it. I know, Skeeta, you were about to do something. Do you want to offer an assist here?
No,
in
I was
calming
just
down
gonna.
Theo?
Honestly, I was just gonna look at Theo. Yeah, I was gonna pull a string. On.
Okay. Feel free to do that and to help assist to settle Theo and to not just settle him, but maybe get him back on board.
Yeah. So I think Skeeta looks at Theo and says, "Theo, go with it for now.
What?
Theo, listen.
What?
We'll talk about this later.
Listening.
Go with it for now. And you see the Kopesh starts to form in Skeeta's hand. They like stick it into the ground in front of them and sticks out their hand and says, "Take my hand, Theo."
And then what is the result of your roll?
11.
Caroline? 11. So Theo looks between the two of you a couple times and goes, "Okay, yeah," and grabs your hand and stands there, shaking like a leaf, but is there and not sprinting away.
I want to turn to... I'm going to push this as far as it'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to turn to Jonas. What's his reaction?
I mean, I think he's, you could see surprise. He's not, like, flipping his lid. He like, looks at you and looks at Skeeta, who just, made a sword come out of their arm or whatever. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm being, like, showed up.
I disagree. I think you can do things. This happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, mine sort of, yeah.
What you do is incredible, Jonas, and maybe if I had had you around, this wouldn't have happened to me. But while I'm here, I try to make the best of it. And I, like, run a skeletal hand down Jonas's cheek. I would like to roll to turn on.
Ooh. Absolutely.
Boy.
Using my I am more pleasant than most others in my visage. Normally you can't roll to turn on in Haunting Presence form unless you have this move.
Nice.
And so while I'm using this move, I can roll with dark instead of hot. So this will be my second dark roll.
Am I gonna fuck a skeleton?
I hope so.
That's up to you, bud. That's an 8.
You know the choices.
Yeah?
It's like a delayed. It's delayed. Yeah.
So it's a
delayed,
promise something, but it is the promise
Yeah.
of giving yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think there's a bit of like, you can see like the red light behind the eyes begin to go. The wings sort of out the back.
You have wings?
I've got giant moth wings.
That my wings flop, whoosh, manifest as well.
Yeah, I've got giant, big ass moth
I
wings.
didn't know
and glowing red eyes.
You had those.
Very Buzz Lightyear of both of you. Boop.
Yeah.
I can keep making dark rolls if you need me to.
No. Hold on. Caroline, you feel a presence.
Excellent.
And it's getting stronger slowly. You also, like, in this moment, when you kind of have this moment with Jonas, you look over and Savvy has, like, just the slightest twinge of jealousy on their face. Just super slight. But does offer you kind of like a sweet smile.
Savvy can get in here.
Savvy can get in here.
All of you, all three of you, plus Savvy, feel the ground rumble beneath you, as if something large is walking towards you. You feel this presence start to take hold, but it doesn't feel quite compelled enough.
Oh God, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here that isn't gonna like destroy everyone. That's a volatile roll. Damn it! The ones that don't hurt people, that don't make terrible things happen, and or affect technology, are volatile rolls.
There's also
no
gazing into the abyss.
Oh, okay. Oh, I could just gaze?
That's a dark roll.
It's a dark roll, homie.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna
it for the gaze.
Do it for the gaze.
Do it for the gaze. That's a 7.
A 7. Okay.
Rolls a lot of 7s. Today.
Yeah. You didn't tell me what your gaze looks like.
I didn't. Oh, God. I don't think I even figured this out. Yeah, because the only kind of gaze I did was when I used my to the flame, and it was sort of gazy.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that it's like helicopter cam footage from like a news report
So good.
of like when like a disaster and shit
Yeah.
happens.
100%.
When they got the news chopper going
I love
over.
that.
Really
it.
good.
So what question are you asking as you're doing this?
How much time we got? How much time we got until this
Until it
thing,
shows up?
until this thing comes to fuck us up?
Okay, perfect.
I just want to be ready. You know, I'm scared.
So your vision flies up immediately, and you're getting this chopper sound in the background of your head.
There's the banner on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. And you see you're like looking directly down at the circle that you've created within the circle of trees, and you see a couple sections of the woods where the trees are moving and swaying as if something big is walking through them and moving them. There's a couple different sections of it though, and it seems almost like there's like parts of this creature coming from all different sides, converging towards the center, and it is going to be there so soon.
We're the center, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you're the center.
Uh-oh.
And this is what you hear as your vision kind of returns. All of you. Except Theo. Hear this. That dark, sinister, hollow laugh again.
I am so tired of being trapped. I am so tired of people like you trying to use me and use my power and never letting me be free.
And you hear the wind is blowing and trees are cracking around you under like the pressure of this wind, and then you hear someone gasp in pain as a slicing sound occurs.
Theo!
You turn to look at Theo.
Damn it!
And you see the end of what looks like some sort of tipped blade through the shoulder. It's higher up. Nothing vital, but he screams out. And behind him, this figure stands.
No!
At least 10 feet tall.
Oh.
Wearing full dark suit, and there atop its head, a jack-o'-lantern with
He got a pumpkin head!
burning fire within. You see as he pulls the tip of his umbrella that has been sharpened out of Theo's shoulder.
So, you want to be here? Are we having a party?
A wonderful little party, and I'm so glad you could make it.
You son of a bitch!
I am the son of no one. I was not born. I was created.
I mean, isn't that mean
I, Skeeta, would love to lash out physically with their Kopesh towards Calamity.
Okay.
I'm glad someone can fight, because I cannot fight.
I also cannot fight.
Awesome. Fighting's all you, Skeeta. You
So
got
this is one of my cursed artifacts.
Okay.
So
dag.
since I'm using it, I would like to add 1 to one of my stats for this scene. I'm going to add 1 to volatile.
Perfect.
And then you can go ahead and give me the curse.
Give him the curse.
Let me see here. I want you to take a harm.
Okay, so I will take a harm.
You take a harm as, well, let me get your roll
Yep.
first and then we'll describe.
That is an 11.
An 11, amazing. So yes, you managed to harm this creature. And then let me see. You harm them and you see him kind of step back for a second, just slightly. That kind of like misstep thing. And your Kopesh kind of glances across their arm and their chest area, and they bleed. Calamity bleeds.
Oh.
And it is a dark black blood. And as this gash in their form is created, it almost like splits open, just enough for a little bit of light to seep through. And with that light seeping through from within, you hear, "Help! Help! Help!" The voice of Malachi from deep within.
I would like to try as a form of holding him in space for a bit whilst we maybe try to get this fella open.
Mm-hmm.
I have the move Sleep Paralysis.
Okay.
You can manipulate and plant strange, nightmarish pictures.
Okay.
Roll volatile on a success. They're met with strange, unexplained images. Additionally, on a 10-up, I gain a condition.
Okay.
So a volatile roll.
And just before I forget, Skeeta, you take a harm from, I'm going to say, the light that, pours out of that wound actually burns you.
Okay. Would that... Is that... So
Spicy
that harm is coming from my cursed artifact and not coming
From the cursed artifact.
Calamity.
It is the curse that your artifact has reaped upon you. That is,
Okay.
You used that weapon to make that wound.
Okay.
So that wound is harming you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Volatile. Say 7 plus 0.
Okay, so 7.
So yes, they
of
are met with strange and again, holy shit, and unexplained images.
Can you choose on the 7? I can't remember.
It says strange and unexplained, so I don't know if choosing is a thing just based off the language of the text, but
Strange and unexplained. You can plant. Okay, yeah, you can plant. So what do you make Calamity see here?
I think it's a bunch of news reports of the lives that made it through horrible calamity. So the life that persisted despite calamity's
That's
efforts.
so
Nice.
good.
Nice.
You should do a podcast, Zach.
We should do a podcast.
Calamity kind of stutters forward, closer to the circle, not quite inside, but kind of grasping at their face, this carved, macabre face, and you hear Savvy go, "Get them in the circle! Get them in the circle!"
I kind of got him held. Someone more capable, please.
I'll try to get a hand on this ball. I will take flight with my wings and sort of loop around to behind Calamity and just try to sort of body slam it into...
I've been using they.
Sure. Body slam them into the circle. Just try to
Okay.
use, just try to fly at them and push them in.
Yeah, let's go for it.
What role would you like this to be?
I think volatile.
All right. Now I can use volatile to run away when I'm using my wings. Or sorry, I can use dark to run away when I'm using my wings. Will you allow me to use dark?
I think this is more of a lash out physically.
Okay.
Because it's like almost like a tackle.
Okay. Then the -1 volatile it is. Let's go. Come on, ladies. No fucking boxcars. Like,
Oh my god!
double sixes -1
Yes.
4 and 11. I shit you not.
Yeah.
Describe
Hell
to me
yeah.
this moment where Calamity is pushed fully into the circle. That is what happens. Describe
I
it to me.
fly up and I catch that angle behind as I see them sort of stagger. And once Skeeta and Jonas are clear, I think I sweep down and realize that, like, I'm fairly slender and this thing is huge. I'm not going to be able to do this big shove. So instead, I fly at an angle and just plant myself in the ground right behind Calamity as the wings rush forward and the wings themselves flash forward and shove and send them just teetering forward, back of the knees, fell the giant, and send them collapsing forward into the trap that Savvy has set.
Awesome. Calamity is in the circle and the wind starts picking up and you hear wild sounds being just like whispered around you, like echoes of other things within the abyss. Here in this moment, the veil is so thin. Savvy says, "Now, everybody, now!" And none of you lost your thing, which is great. And so Savvy will start. "By the elements 4 and secrets untold, in shadows you wandered, your grip took hold. From the depths of darkness you were set free, but with the power of 5 we now decree,
Gaze into the abyss from which you came, and let its boundless power reclaim. Earth, water, fire, and air combined, in the prism of eternity you'll be confined.
With hearts and spirits we stand united to banish this darkness that we have ignited. The secrets beyond the veil to you they'll bind. In the abyss you'll forever be confined.
Gaze into the abyss, let it consume the being that dwells in eternal gloom. As we speak these words, we set you free to the abyss, to your dark destiny.
And in a wild tornado almost of wind and sound and light and color and screams, Calamity is captured within this cone of the earth as it rises and grips at him, choking them and making them unable to move, acting as shackles and pulling. And the visage starts shifting and getting smaller and being dragged into this prism at its feet until finally the storm settles and the echo of the scream disappears as Calamity is trapped within the prism of eternity.
Yeah, this is just like the big flop onto the ground. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta get Theo some help.
No, right.
I get back up to my feet.
Theo was holding onto your hands, but like crying, like while you were doing that.
Theo, you're fine. You're fine. I got you. Don't worry about it.
What the?
You're fine.
What the fuck was that?
You're fine.
Let's get him some medical attention.
I got this.
Please.
I turn back into my human form, and I go and I like sit down with Theo, and I was like, Theo, how was your first time playing Dungeons and Dragons? Tell me all about it.
Theo kind of looks at you and goes,
Did you have a good time?
I want a caramel apple.
We can get you a caramel apple. I'd like to just talk with him and try to use transference.
Absolutely, yeah.
How much harm?
That works.
How much harm did this fool have?
2.
So he heals
that
one.
was like a full stab, like all the way through.
He heals 1, and then the remaining 1 goes to me.
Okay, so you get Theo. The scar remains on Theo, but the wound does close, and you get him his caramel apple.
Yes.
What else do you do in this remaining evening, this Halloween night?
I think I go get laid.
You've got to go get boned.
I gotta go get boned by death sex.
So, yeah. I think, fuck, that's so
I want to
fucking funny.
sneak away and do that with Jonas, but I do want to come back and party with Skeeta and Savvy.
Skeeta
Okay, so we
Skeeta and Savvy will find something to do. Oh, wink, wink.
Oh, wink.
Yeah, we just go into the woods just a little bit, you know, have one of those, you know, a high school student in the woods because there's nowhere else to have sex, you know, romps, and then we get back to the festivities.
Do we bother with sex moves?
No, I think because we're so close to the end here. Yeah,
I think even though that happens and Skeeta walks over to Savvy and says, "Right, now I know this is gonna sound really cheeky, but just go with me on this, okay? I may go by they them pronouns, but you can call me mummy." And I will roll to turn on.
Don't even fucking bother.
Let them roll.
No, go ahead and roll. I love it.
Come on, let them play.
Let me play, Rev.
Rolls a 4.
It fucking works.
Come on, Rev. I hope it's.
Oh
good,
no,
guys,
baby,
so
it's
bad.
an 11.
Oh, drat.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah, Savvy's down. This 100%.
It's Bone Town. We're gonna change his name to Bone Town, USA.
Awesome. So you have your moments respectively with your partners. This moment of like unbridled passion within the midst of calamity and the aftermath of calamity, and you come back together at this Halloween fair.
I would love to take people through the haunted walk because I think Caroline, in lieu of the Ferris wheel, Caroline has really taken a shine to, and a lot of what the Kalaka is about, like we talked earlier, is kind of seeing the maybe more darker and dismal moments for something truly like beautiful and important. And taking this time it's a great time after experiencing literal calamity and having to live with that knowledge that that's out there to really take some joy in something that is a little scary, but also a lot of fun, and it's easier to get through when you're with others.
Yeah. You all
And I
go
do
to the
jump scare
Halloween
them a
walk
few
together.
times as a skeleton.
Classic. I'm so fucking scared of skeletons.
So fucking scared of skeletons.
Jonas, any last things that you do?
I think there is an impending, what's the word I'm looking for?
Doom?
There's still an uneasiness, even though things have passed. So I feel like he's still a little on alert. Just kind of like carnivals themselves are already death traps. Like, so like I feel like he'd already be a little nervous with everything that just happened. He's just a little bit more nervous, but is doing his best just to kind of have a good time enjoying shit.
And Skeeta, any last things for you?
I think Skeeta is just is walking arm in arm with, on one side is walking arm in arm with Savvy, and then on the other side just has their arm wrapped around Theo, and is just enjoying the moment.
Awesome. Are there any last things that any of you want to say to each other?
Aside from "oh baby," I don't know.
Are we still on for coffee next week?
Always.
Right. Of course.
Theo, you can come too.
Theo can come too.
Can we not play D&D again, though? I think I understand the panic.
Theo, that's not actually.
No, we don't have to
what
play
D&D
D&D again.
is.
But we will introduce you to Magic the Gathering.
And on that perfect. The camera pans back as you all continue your walk through the Halloween walk, the haunted walk there. And Halloween continues. And you have protected Jacobsville from something dangerous. And now an epilogue. In a dimly lit chamber, a void of nothingness. Something that once was tangible, but is now unexplained, unbelievable. The veil between nothingness, the abyss. We find Malachi, trapped.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Once a formidable and strong-willed member of the community with a slight fascination in the occult that might have led him down some dark paths, now drifting into the nothingness of the abyss, where time has lost meaning and the very fabric of reality has seemed to warp and twist around him. He will never be the same if he ever escapes the prism of eternity. And that's where I'm going to call game.
I was just about to say, fuck, guys, did we forget to get Malachi out of the guy?
And there, dear listeners, we bid you adieu from the heart of the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this spine-tingling journey through the labyrinth of these silent secrets. Your unwavering support fuels our passion for storytelling, and we'd be eternally grateful if you'd consider supporting us on Patreon. There, you can unlock more exclusive content, delve behind the scenes, and immerse yourself in the eerie world of These Silent Secrets and other Ghostlight Media productions. Plus, you'll gain access to our Discord server where you can chat with me, our incredible cast, and fellow enthusiasts of the unknown. In 2 short weeks, we will return to the regular show in Harborvale with the Soup Group. But until then, you can find us and all of our episodes on various platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Just search for These Silent Secrets. For the latest updates and sneak peeks, follow us on X at Silent Secrets Pod and on Blue Sky at These Silent Secrets. As you journey through the dark, may you uncover not just the secrets of our tales, but the mysteries of your own soul. So, until we meet again in the shadows, thank you for being a part of our eerie family. Sleep well, and beware the whispers that haunt the night. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.